Like, at some point, when is it going to click in your head? I got to raise up to the next level. Like, this is the same organization that had Kobe Bean Bryant. Like,
teenager.
A teenage Kobe who, he got it. He understood it. Like, he had that Mamba mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I need that from Luka.
But is the pressure too much for him? Because think about it. If going to the finals with the Mavs didn't put that chip on his shoulder, like, I was this close and I need to get my behind in shape and make sure that I finish the deal and I close the job. Nico Harrison saying, we don't think he can change. We had a caller call in earlier, Damian, that said exactly what you just said. With the Lakers, the standard is the championship. And for a young player like Luka, do you think that maybe that pressure is too much for him?
Well, this is what worries me as a Lakers fan. You lose in the finals against Boston, okay? Usually, as an athlete, there's nothing worse than when you can just taste it and you don't get there, and then you come back in that offseason and you're like, okay, I'm going to hit this thing even harder. I'm coming back next year with a greater resolve. I got that dog. Shows in the camp out of shape.
Mm.
And CC, you know this, man. Like, Nico Harrison, see, he sees everything every single day. He's around Luka every single day. He sees it all. And so, while we only excoriate him because of what he got in return from the trade.
Yeah.
Not from maybe the intel or what he knows of Luka.
Mm-hmm.
That's not why we getting on him. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it's just like, bro, you got traded after a year you went to the finals. And that team basically said, we're not giving you a Supermax. Like, if that don't motivate you, then what will? What will?
We're talking with Damian Woody, ESPN NFL analyst, but today, super Lakers fan, fired up, love what Damian has given us this morning as always. Has LeBron James' tenure in LA been a disappointment?
He brought us a chip.
That's what I see.
He brought us a chip.
Has it been disappointing?
No.
Has it been a success?
He brought us a chip.
Has it been what you thought it would be?
He brought us a chip.
Okay, then that's fine. That's fine.
I will also say this, and just kind of like my if I'm GM of the Lakers, I need LeBron to take a pay cut. If we're going to rebuild this Lakers roster, like, I feel like LeBron needs to take a pay cut. Because we're going to need LeBron to take a pay cut. I feel like we're going to have to trade Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, assets.
I said
we got to get multiple pieces up in here. Not only bigs, but we need versatile, athletic perimeter players. Because if Luka's not going to play any damn defense, then we got to get pieces around him that's going to help cover some of that up.
You can't have three defensive liabilities on the court at the same time. You can't have Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron James all out there at the same time.
You can't do it. It's just
with no rim protection.
With no rim protection.
But the problem with that is, in order for that to happen, he has to decline the player option and go so far down, because it's like, it's different than where you guys are in the NFL. They're so far over in some cases that the pay cut still could keep them over the cap. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, let's just say you're $20 million over. If he takes a $10 million pay cut, you're still $10 million over. So, like, how low are you saying?
I'm not a cap guy. I just
meaning if he makes 50, let's just say he makes 50 next year, just for argument's sake. Like, how low do you want him to go?
I don't know. Shave off 20.
So you want it to be like, this is it. I need number 5 before I retire. I'm doing the image would spin immensely in his favor. Anyone that's negative towards the image of LeBron James, if he were to ever do something like that, we would all think about him differently overnight.
That's my game plan for the Lakers. That's my off-season game plan for the Lakers, if I'm running the show.
Very quickly, we have about 30 seconds here before we let you go. What's the most interesting story to you right now in the NFL? What's the one story that you would talk about over anything else in the NFL? NFL, not college. I don't want to hear it on college because I know what you're going to say on that one. With your former coach. Oh, boy.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Like, bro, you have no quarterback. Even if you get Aaron Rodgers, you have no quarterback. And how in the hell did the Pittsburgh Steelers put a proud franchise, the winner of 6 Super Bowls, put themselves in this predicament?
An organization that has been the standard in so many ways.
The standard. How do you find yourself in this predicament?
They got the same standard as the Lakers, one and done in the playoffs.
Oh.
Damian Woody, ESPN analyst, Lakers fan. He'll be on Get Up first thing.
Last couple years been the same standard.
CC, Damian wants Luka to get in shape. Give him a way to do it.
Oh, he's got to go to GNC, right? You want to get 30% stronger in just 8 weeks? Then GNC Ant-Waybolic is your protein from America's #1 protein powder brand for building strength. Ant-Waybolic delivers ultra-pure, fast-digesting whey protein packed with 6.2 grams of leucine for faster gains in muscle growth and recovery. If you want more out of every workout, then settle for nothing less than a premium formula that's third-party tested for over 285 banned substances and proven to get you stronger faster. Go to your local GNC for Waybolic and get ready for gains.
Unsportsmanlike. This is Unsportsmanlike with Chris Canty, Evan Cohen, and Michelle Smallman.
If we put Evan Cohen on the trading block, what do you think we get for him? Is it player for player? We give him a first-round pick.
And throwing a bacon, egg, and cheese.
And throwing a bacon, egg, and cheese. We can get Joe Fortenbaugh.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Trading shouldn't have barriers. When Robinhood started, it was built to make trading more accessible. Now, Robinhood offers more sophisticated trading tools. Experience the future of trading on Robinhood Legend, the all-new desktop platform that harnesses intuitive design to deliver a seamless experience for traders. Free to use with a Robinhood account. The future of trading is fast, powerful, and precise. Experience it now on Robinhood Legend. Sign up today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC is a registered broker-dealer. Other fees may apply.
Some things you just have to experience live. Like spring meet at Churchill Downs, where amazing moments come a half mile a minute. Experience Downs After Dark, where night comes to life on May 17th and June 21st. Twilight Thursdays, where happy hour rides into the sunset through June 26th. And Family Adventure Day, where memories stack up on June 8th. This spring meet, the race exhilarates. So live in the moment and get your tickets today at churchilldowns.com.
Some people see a goat. At Heifer International, we see a mother able to support her growing family. Just one goat can provide a family with nutritious milk. The gift of an animal from Heifer can help a family start a small business. This hand up increases access to education, empowerment, and dignity. This is no ordinary gift. Heifer International. Learn more at heifer.org.
Save big on brunch for mom, all in the Kroger app. Buy 2, get 2 free on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up with your card. Then get flavorful medium Hass avocados for 69 cents each with a digital coupon. Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Lowe's knows you take pride in every project. So take on what's next today with a free Select Craftsman hedge trimmer or leaf blower when you buy a 20-volt push mower. That's a $119 value on reliable, high-performance Craftsman tools you trust. For the power to do it all, build, repair, restore, maintain, go with Craftsman. Available at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 5/21 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
I'm over it with Pat the producer.
Does Paul George know he's on the team?
Let's keep defending Daryl Morey, though, the man who put this team together. Let's keep defending him.
You really have an issue.
Music festivals. Why do people go to these? Every video I see just seems like the Knicks are just the Sixers from like 5 years ago. It's the same thing. They're good enough to get in. They're not good enough to ever hang a banner.
Who hurt you, Pat?
It's a good deflection. Rory and Bryson is the best rivalry in all sports.
In all of sports?
Ugh.
I'm over it. I'm sick and tired and over it.
Get a life.
Yes! Each and every day at this time, our producer, Pat Costello, gives us items in and around sports, entertainment, his life that he is over on the day after Ant-Man and Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle closed out the Los Angeles Lakers. Go ahead, Pat.
This is a pretty good Knicks take by me, but
that was. I don't remember you saying that, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
well, you know, I'm pretty smart, Ev. You should listen to me once in a while. There's a lot of victory laps happening today from the Steph Curry fans saying that this somehow proves that the Lakers getting bounced somehow proves that Steph's career is better than LeBron's career. Let's just relax. Let's just stop. Steph's had an awesome career, Hall of Fame career, obviously. One of the best players of all time. But he's not LeBron. It's not that close. Let's be real here.
It's not that close.
It's not that close.
I'd rather have Steph's career if he wins one more than LeBron.
What? Because of one more title?
One more title in the same city the entire time, and the way in which Steph Curry has carried himself is maybe the pinnacle of the way in which any athlete has ever carried themselves.
How has LeBron carried himself any worse?
LeBron is wonderful in the way he is absolutely a role model in many things. If you want to have your kids look up to people they don't know, he is definitely a role model in many things. I believe that Steph Curry is the pinnacle.
Even if they win one more title, the only thing you'd have over him is more made threes and one more title. Everything else LeBron clears up.
One more title is not nothing. Not nothing.
Yeah, that's not
and Steph Curry is arguably a top 10 player of all time right now.
And to do it in one place is iconic.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, we're talking about four MVPs to two. We're talking about 10 more All-Star appearances. We're talking about the greatest scorer the game's ever seen.
Pat is a big All-Star Pro Bowl guy.
I forgot. Pro Bowl All-Star.
I forgot that.
But to do it in one place in today's NBA, doesn't that carry some weight?
Can I be Mr.
When everyone else is moving to ring chase, like for him to be the anchor of an organization that has won all those championships in one place, that's incredibly rare.
I want to be Mr. Literal Man to back up your points.
Captain Literal Man?
Captain Literal.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up.
2 places. Because they built a new arena because of him.
The house that Steph built.
Yeah, because they built a gazillion-dollar arena because of his greatness. They were able to afford the Chase Center in a way that's going to fund the franchise and bankroll the franchise for years to come, this venue. I love Steph Curry, obviously.
And they got an expansion WNBA franchise.
Yeah,
the Valkyries.
That's right, they did.
That's right.
The franchise that Steph Curry does.
I think when you're talking about career, it's also non-stats. Like when we're talking about the Steph Curry career, non-stats are factored into that.
So their career. Because their career is stats. That's like what most of it is.
Okay,
it's numbers. We're talking about numbers of
I'm
things.
talking about when you combine basketball, you combine the what and the who. I'd rather have Steph Curry's career with one more title. And I may even say it without one more title.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What? Am I taking crazy pills?
That doesn't mean LeBron's not a better player. LeBron's the second best player of all time.
He clears them in everything.
Right. I just think the way Steph Curry is and the way he carries himself and who he is to all of his teammates and people around the league, and I love Steph Curry.
Steph Curry has had more influence on the way the game is played than LeBron James. LeBron James has had more influence in terms of the business of basketball than Steph. So make of that what you will. Mm-hmm. But in terms of who's responsible for this era of NBA and changing the game as to what we know it to be as opposed to what it was prior to them coming into the league, I would say Steph has been more impactful in his career in that regard.
Javante, you're the voice of reason on most things on this show. Where are you?
LeBron's career is better than Steph Curry, even if Steph Curry gets 5 rings.
Thank you.
And who do you think carries themselves better?
I'm just. Why is LeBron James' career better though?
If Steph wins more,
I'm not nobody's debating who the better player is. LeBron is the better player all day long. But why is LeBron James's career definitively better than Steph Curry's career?
Double the amount of MVPs, 4 Finals MVPs to 1. 10 more All-Star games, like 5 more All-NBA teams.
Don't we as modern sports fans, though, calculate everything based on championships?
Yes.
It's LeBron's got to beat Michael. We're talking about Mahomes being the GOAT and waiting if he can match Tom Brady's output.
If Steph Curry has one more championship than LeBron James, then that matters.
I don't know why, though, for some people, that's not a huge part of the equation. When we're trying to calculate greatness, unfortunately, ring count is the thing that trumps everything else, which is why all of these guys in the modern NBA are using their agency that LeBron James helped empower them to get to influence the landscape to go where they need to go in order to maximize their window to win a ring.
And that's the other thing. Like, if Steph Curry curated his career the way that LeBron James did and bounced from different team to different team and tried to put the absolute ideal roster around him at all times, who's to say that Steph Curry couldn't have done more high-level winning?
Didn't they do that with Kevin Durant? Like, they lost.
Steph Curry didn't go anywhere.
I mean, but Draymond Green was in the parking lot crying.
Hard stop. Steph Curry did not go anywhere.
I get it, but they came.
No, you can't say I get it and gloss over it. LeBron James has literally went to 3 other different places in order to ring chase. You can't say I get it and then go back to it. No, Steph Curry stayed in one place. Had he not stayed in one place and curated his career like LeBron James, how are we going to sit here and say that Steph Curry wouldn't have had more opportunities to compete at the highest level of the sport? And that wouldn't have led to more accolades, both from a team perspective and individually. That's the part that y'all got to miss me. You got to wait Steph Curry staying in the Bay his entire career in this conversation.
And they were close to, like, this all not happening, right? It was the Kevin Love trade for Klay Thompson. They were deciding between Monte Ellis and Steph Curry early on in his career.
And luckily they made the right moves.
They did make the right decisions there. But to continue the dynasty, they went and added Kevin Durant. So
is that a bad thing?
No, but we can't knock LeBron for, hey, I need my better situation. We do. I just give also LeBron a lot more credit for the fact that we expected greatness from him, and he has surpassed everything.
Different argument.
That he is
the greatest example of that ever. There may not be another person in sports history, Tiger, I would say, the only other person in sports history that had the highest expectation literally ever and reached them. Different argument. Totally different argument. The reason Steph Curry is so beloved, very simply, he plays a new school game with an old school attitude. And that is a turn-on from a sports fan perspective. The way he plays currently and the way he acts, it's the best of every world. We're Unsportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Mother's Day is coming up fast and you don't want to drop the ball. Show the incredible moms in your life how much you love and appreciate them with a thoughtful gift from Pro Flowers. Ordering takes just minutes, and Pro Flowers' large selection of modern arrangements at affordable prices are sure to make you look like a gift-giving pro. Visit proflowers.com/sports or use the code SPORTS at checkout for $15 off your Mother's Day order. All Pro Flowers orders are backed by our 7-day freshness team, so you can gift easy with Pro Flowers.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
I'm attorney Scott Schiff. If you've been injured by a careless driver, the last thing you need is to get steamrolled by an insurance company. At Schiff & Associates, we've spent the last 30 years representing injured people in Central Ohio. Serious injuries call for experienced lawyers. Our results are top-rated year after year because we have top-rated lawyers. So why settle for less when you can have the very best?
If you've been in an accident, don't wait. Call 621-8888.
Missions to Mars, driverless cars, AI chatbots. Feels like we're already living in the future. Robinhood is built for the future of trading. Robinhood's intuitive design makes trading seamless so you can spot opportunities and take control of your trades. You can now even trade stocks and crypto all in one place. Sign up for a Robinhood account today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, is a registered broker-dealer. Trading during extended hours involves additional risks. Cryptocurrency services are offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC and NMLS ID 1702840. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Will you be okay for the show Saturday?
Yep, look. ZocDoc has a ton of in-network doctors who can see me this week.
This week?
Reviews say Dr. Okami has a great bedside manner. Or Dr. Stafford. Patients say he never rushes appointments and has an opening today.
You should rush to his office.
And booked.
Now I need ZocDoc to find an ear doctor.
You've got options. Book on ZocDoc today.
Coming to you live from the Superbook Sports Studios in Kettering. You're listening to Dayton's ESPN Radio, 1410 Wing AM.
If you ask us, it's the only deer season worth celebrating.
Visit johndeere.com/deer season to find an authorized dealer and for complete finance details.
Get a taste of that winning feeling before the buzzer even sounds with ESPN Bet's early victory promo. Simply place a pregame moneyline bet on any NBA playoff game, and if the team you back goes up by 20 or more points at any point in the game, you get paid out early. Available throughout the NBA playoffs at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
This is Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike. I think it is too much of a given that LeBron is the best player of this era without a conversation and then awarding LeBron the best player of this era. I think that we are actually negligent in not including Steph Curry in the conversation. Even if you want to give it to LeBron, no issue with that, but he should be in the conversation. I agree with that guy. Normally I don't. I don't usually like that guy.
Why he has bad takes?
He's just a bad guy.
Oh, a bad guy.
No, he's actually, you know what? That guy's not a bad guy. He just doesn't love himself that much.
Well, he should, despite the bad takes.
All right. That was me. Unsportsmanlike is brought to you by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. 21 plus. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's get everybody caught up. If you're just tuning in, you should have been listening earlier on the ESPN app or wherever you listen across the country, Sirius XM, Channel 80. Watching us on ESPN, all of the great radio stations that carry Unsportsmanlike. Thank you for doing so. The story of the day, obviously, has become that the Minnesota Timberwolves eliminate the Los Angeles Lakers 103-96, a 4-1 series victory. Now, the Timberwolves deserve 4 hours worth of praise for what they were able to accomplish. But because they may be alive for the next 2 months, we, like we do with all teams that get eliminated of significance, we focus on the team that gets eliminated because then you say goodbye to them. Maybe not in the case of the Lakers, but you say goodbye to them for a little bit. So Anthony Edwards, face of the league? Maybe. Could that conversation come up later today? Yeah. Is it likely to happen tomorrow? Oh, yeah. And beyond? Absolutely. Rudy Gobert? Now you see why you got me. And you gave up 5 first-rounders, 27 and 24 boards in a closeout game. Julius Randle. Now you see why they made the Cat trade, 23 points. Cat's been very good for the Knicks. I'm not saying anything otherwise. The T-Wolves deserve the Books flowers. They deserve their praise. They will get that, but today's a Lakers day. So I just want to make sure we're clear on that. So today is a Lakers day. The Los Angeles Lakers would make arguably the biggest and greatest trade, surprising trade in the history of the sport. Midseason, get Luka, and they lose in 5 games in the playoffs. Could it possibly be LeBron's last game? Possibly, not probably. LeBron's tenure with the Lakers? Disappointment? No, he won a championship. Disappointing? Maybe. Not a full-fledged success, at least in comparison to his peers, and his peers would be Magic and Kobe and Shaq, etc. I think that's fair. Can we look at this whole thing a little differently because of the laundry? Absolutely. If another team acquired a megastar midseason and didn't perform to the best of their abilities in the postseason, we probably would say it's spring training or it's preseason. But because it's the Lakers, it is always championship or bust. So there's your setup. Bad matchup, or we just got it wrong with the Lakers here, guys?
I think it's a combination of both. It's a bad matchup because of the frontline size of the Minnesota Timberwolves and J.J. Redick seemingly having no answer to counteract that. But then also, I do think that it's a situation now where what we saw in the second half of the regular season isn't necessarily who the Lakers were. The defensive prowess that we praised them for in terms of J.J. Redick being able to find answers to neutralize opponents, that really wasn't a thing once you start getting matchup specific with these teams and the better teams that you're going to face on a game-to-game basis in the playoffs. And so I think we overestimated what this Lakers team could accomplish because we put so much respect on what LeBron James and Luka Doncic have individually done in the past. And we just assume when you put those two guys together that they're going to find a way to workshop it on the fly and go on a deep playoff run. And that did not happen.
It did not. And this was a bad matchup for them. We knew coming in that size was going to be an issue. We knew physicality was going to be an issue, and that certainly showed up in spades. However, because of the star power of Luka Doncic, we know how good he is. Took a team to the finals last year. Combining him with LeBron James and seeing the way that they played together down the stretch gave you optimism when it came to forecasting what the Lakers could do. But I can't help but wonder, guys, are we in the same place with the Lakers, even with Luka now, this year as we were last year? We're looking at a team that has a lot of talent. They should be in a different place, but they're incomplete as a whole, and we actually don't think that they're really title contenders?
No, I don't look at them the same way. It's a fair question because they're one and done both years, right? So it's not like so much has changed.
And there's
in terms
still
of
questions.
end result.
There's still deficiencies.
So here's where Rob Pelinka truly earns the contract extension. Not the contract, but the contract extension that he just received per Shams. Sean, ESPN NBA Insider. Build the team around Luka now. Right? So previously you built the team around LeBron and AD. Now you have a summer, and you just literally only have one summer to build the team around Luka. So what is it?
Well, how are you going to build the team around Luka with LeBron James and Austin Reeves on it?
Right. So
difficult task.
You're going to need to get rim protecting and rim running centers and big guys like Lively and like Gafford, who did extremely positive work behind Luka with Dallas, right? In a weird way, you almost have to build similarly to Dallas in a way in which you have big defenders behind Luka and you have guys you could throw lobs to. So that's how you go and do it. And people may say, wow, I can't believe you gave up Austin Reeves. He's a really good player for center X that may not be nearly as good as Austin Reeves, but that player may be better for Luka. And I think that it's a weird thing to say, but there is a chance that LeBron James before next season announces this is it. And then it's a retirement tour, which I don't know how much Luka would love to deal with that. And you ignore his existence. And what I mean, not in a disrespectful way, as you're going to fit in, LeBron, to what Luka and the rest of the team is doing, not what you're doing.
Is there a chance that he doesn't come back at all?
And plays for another team?
No, I mean,
just shut it down.
End. I mean, you heard post-game, there was a lot of gray area there.
Yeah, I can't dismiss that.
I can't dismiss that either.
I would be shocked. And the reason I'd be shocked, he didn't get the tour. You think LeBron James is going to pass up on the retirement tour?
I don't know.
I'd be shocked. He was asked post-game. Let's take a listen on how much longer he plans to play.
Shot making, offensive rebounding. I mean, they was making shots. Brzezinski had a big-time game. Kuminga came in, gave him a big boost off the bench. Obviously, Steph does what Steph does, but, too many second-chance points. Couldn't get over that hump, like you said.
How many more years will we see you play?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. Something I'll sit down with my family, my wife, and my support group and kind of just talk through it and see what happens. And then just have a conversation with myself on how long I want to continue to play. I don't know the answer to that right now, to be honest. So we'll see.
When LeBron James is saying that he needs to sit down with his family, with his support system, and have that conversation with himself about how long he wants to play, he didn't definitively say, I'll be back next year, but beyond that, it's a question. When he says he needs to have those conversations now, that leads me to believe that the end could be on the table. And maybe I am reading in just a little too much for the wording, but LeBron James is intentional with everything he does. And if that wasn't part of the equation, that maybe this was the end. I know, Evan, you say he wants to tour. He's still playing at a really high level. It's not as if he couldn't. But for somebody who has dedicated his entire life to this, for somebody who puts so much into the upkeep and care of his body and the care in his craft, maybe he's done. Maybe he's looking at this and saying, you know what, moving on next season, I'm still LeBron James, but they're going to build around somebody else. This isn't going to necessarily be all around me anymore. I'm not the magnetic force field I once was on this team because they acquired this other superstar. And maybe I don't want to sign up for that.
LeBron was awesome. Many points during the season. He was great this year. If he were to hypothetically decline his $52.6 million player option and retire, does that make it easier or harder for them to build a championship team?
Does it make it easier or harder? It's hard to say that a team gets closer to winning a championship without LeBron James,
Right.
but there's no guarantee that you're going to get this version of LeBron James next year. And only LeBron knows how close he is to that cliff. And a part of what he has over Michael Jordan is longevity in being this productive into his 40s. So if he were to actually be on the court and we see that visible fall off, then all of a sudden that humanizes him in a way that we've never seen since he's been in the NBA. So I'm with Smalls. I don't know that he's going to play next year. I hope he plays as a Lakers fan. To answer your question, I don't know. I have no idea. What I will say is, if for whatever reason Giannis Antetokounmpo is traded this offseason, I will feel differently about the Lakers organization making a decision to trade for Luka Doncic in season.
Brandon in New Jersey, listening on ESPN New York, 1050 in New York. Morning, Brandon.
Good morning, guys. Thanks so much for taking my call. I just want to chime in on the Steph and LeBron debate. You guys said that, LeBron and Steph's career is, maybe Steph had the better career, and I couldn't disagree more. I understand the emphasis on championships, but in order to win championships, even in basketball, and I get that it's different than football, you have to have the proper team around that player to win. If you look at LeBron's first stint in Cleveland, his best player that he ever played with was Mo Williams, the only active all-star that he played with during that time. You can't compare the team that he had in Cleveland to any of Steph's teams. His GM and ownership didn't put the team around him to win, so he had to go to Miami under established coach and Eric Spoelstra, became established coach and Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley, and they developed that, and they were able to win championships. He says, you know what, Dwayne Wade's getting older, let me go back to Cleveland. He had to be that GM because his teams wasn't doing that. Steph won the championship, his first one, when Kyrie and Kevin Love weren't available for that series. LeBron's next best player was Matthew Dellavedova for that series. So you can't really compare that. LeBron has so many more All-NBAs, so many more All-Defensive teams. In important key moments of the game, Steph Curry gets taken out of the game. You never take a LeBron out of the game. So I just can't see
everything you're saying makes sense and is fair except for one thing. LeBron's first tenure in Cleveland, towards the end, and even his second one, by him never committing long-term, I think it prevented other guys from wanting to join him. Because he wanted the organization to always be on their toes and always do one-year deals and 1+1, etc. You saw the difference when he went to Miami and he signed a multi-year deal, or even when he went to the Lakers and signed a multi-year deal. He never really did that in Cleveland, and I actually think when we're ripping the idea of talent around him, he contributed to guys not being excited to go there because they didn't trust the organization to go there if he wasn't there. Mm-hmm. It's different than Miami or the Los Angeles Lakers. There's history with those two franchises in a way that now there is with Cleveland, but not at the time, and I actually don't think at the end he fully helped in that. Steve in Ohio, listening on 1410 in Ohio. Morning, Steve.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. So I'm going to ask a question, and then I'll get a comment. And with the question, I need a yes or no answer, no ifs, ands, or buts. Are you guys saying championships define GOAT status and legacy?
The championships
yes
define GOAT status?
No, because I have Michael over Bill Russell.
But that's the argument there. Bill Russell has almost double the championship rings Michael does.
Right.
You can't say championships define legacy and then say, yeah, but no. It's either they define legacy or they
yes
don't.
Or no. I said no because I have Michael over Bill Russell.
Okay, then I want Smalls to answer the question.
I think that championships are certainly a huge influential factor in defining the GOAT status, but unfortunately, I think even though Bill Russell has way more than Michael Jordan, he's the standard, not Bill Russell. Yeah. But everything that is compared to Michael Jordan after he was done playing was about the 6 championships.
Yes.
I don't understand what we're arguing.
I don't really either.
Because we never said that Steph Curry was a better player than LeBron James. That never came out of anybody's mouth. We just argued who had the better career. That was the conversation.
Right.
Like Bill Russell got 11 championships. Bill Russell was the first player coach that we saw, the first black coach in the NBA. Like, we got that from Bill Russell. There's a reason why when Bill Russell passed away, everybody, not just the Boston Celtics, had the 6 on the court.
Correct.
There's a reason for that. There is nothing but respect of the utmost for Bill Russell in his career. That being said, nobody's going to sit here today and say that Bill Russell was a better player than Michael Jordan.
Right.
You always have to involve context and nuance to these conversations. So, yeah, championships is obviously going to be weighted, but it's not the end-all, be-all when determining an individual player's greatness.
But when we have that conversation, specifically LeBron, Michael, what's the first thing that's brought up?
For most championships, for guys like us or people like us, the three of us that grew up in the Jordan era, we don't even need to go there because we're not even willing to have that because we just think Michael's so much better.
But if LeBron was...
we don't need that.
If LeBron was to match or exceed 6, that would amplify the debate.
No doubt. But I think the point of this is that, first of all, Steph may not get out of the first round either. I think he will. I think that won game 6.
I think he'll get out of it.
Yeah, I do as well. I would be nervous if I'm a Warriors fan around the second round.
With the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Because the idea of, we're going to play Gobert off the court. You sure you want to do that?
Who did I say the most dangerous player in the playoffs was?
Ant.
There you go. Okay.
So the point is, Steph and LeBron, here's the point. It would be weird to bring up championships. It would be weird if in the LeBron era of the NBA, someone else had more titles than he would.
Yes.
That's it. And from a career perspective, we're talking about the human part of it, not just the basketball part of it.
One more thing. Part of the way
we 2 hours left, so
we revere Michael is the invincibility and the inevitability of Michael Jordan. And if Steph has more titles than LeBron in the LeBron era, can't you inherently say he's more inevitable and more invincible?
Fair.
Let's talk about that because LeBron's tenure with the Lakers now is not in question, is in conversation. We will do that after Smalls has this from ESPN Bets.
I sure do, Evan, and you can get a taste of that winning feeling, unlike the Lakers, before the buzzer sounds with ESPN Bet's early victory promo. Simply place a pregame moneyline bet on any NBA playoff game, and if the team you back goes up by 20 or more points at any point in the game, your bet will get paid out early. Available throughout the NBA playoffs at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
The NBA playoffs on ESPN Radio. The Nuggets win their second straight and take a 3-2 lead over the Clippers. Now we return to Los Angeles. Will LA survive a must-win? Coverage begins tonight at 9:30 Eastern. With tip-off at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Presented by Indeed.
Evan Cohen here. When the draft clock is ticking, you've got to pick the best talent, regardless of position, to fit your team's needs. Well, if you're hiring for your business, you want to find the best talent for any of your roles. That's why you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful technology hustles to find qualified candidates for your job immediately. And if you see a standout candidate, ZipRecruiter lets you personally invite them to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
ESPN 1410 Wing AM weather.
Your weather forecast for today, clouds and sun, windy and warm with showers and a heavier thunderstorm, a high of 75. Tonight, a thunderstorm this evening, otherwise mostly cloudy and mild with a low of 60. I'm Alan Schley for 1410 ESPN Radio.
Missions to Mars, driverless cars, AI chatbots. Feels like we're already living in the future. Robinhood is built for the future of trading. Robinhood's intuitive design makes trading seamless so you can spot opportunities and take control of your trades. You can now even trade stocks and crypto all in one place. Sign up for a Robinhood account today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, is a registered broker-dealer. Trading during extended hours involves additional risks. Cryptocurrency services are offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services.
Save big on brunch for mom, all in the Kroger app. Buy 2, get 2 free on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up with your card. Then get flavorful medium Hass avocados for 69 cents each with a digital coupon. Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
How do you make an Airbnb a Vrbo? Picture a vacation rental with a host who's showing you every room like you've never seen a house before. Now get rid of them. There you go. No host ever. Now it's a Vrbo. Make it a Vrbo.
You were meant for this journey of change. So follow the Walden Wayfinder, a new way to pursue your bachelor's degree, guided every step of the way by Walden University. We help make your goals more attainable by reducing barriers to transfer credit and the Believe and Achieve scholarship that earns you tuition-free courses as you learn. You have an impact to make. Learn more at waldenu.edu/wayfinder. Walden University. Set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chev.
The market's uncertain, revenue's tight, and hiring on hold. That's why results-driven companies are using Upwork to keep work moving. Go to Upwork.com today and start hiring proven freelance talent fast. No bulky overhead. No rigid long-term contracts. Just the right expert right when you need them. Work smarter and faster with Upwork. Go to Upwork.com now and find your freelance expert. That's UPWORK.com. Post a job for free and get started today.
Breaking news.
Want toilet paper that's soft, strong, and easy on the wallet? Angel Soft and Dollar General have it. Available in long-lasting mega and super mega rolls, Angel Soft toilet paper is soft and strong. Simple. Find it at a price you'll love at DG.
Hey, Cordell Transportation is now hiring experienced Class A CDL drivers, excellent pay, benefits, and a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Apply right now, online at CordellTransportation.com. Do it right now. Driven to succeed.
With Marathon Rewards, you'll earn on every fill-up, which is amazing news for every kind of driver out there. Whether you're a wait forever to filler-upper, a routine topper-offer, a relentless road tripper, an occasional commuter, or just a regular old point A to beer, everyone can earn rewards and save up to $1 a gallon. And you can join Marathon Rewards online, through the app, and even at the pump, making signing up easy for every kind of signer-upper. At participating locations, terms and conditions apply.
Some things you just have to experience live. Like spring meet at Churchill Downs, where amazing moments come a half mile a minute. Experience Downs After Dark, where night comes to life on May 17th and June 21st. Twilight Thursdays, where happy hour rides into the sunset through June 26th. And Family Adventure Day, where memories stack up on June 8th. This spring meet, the race exhilarates. So live in the moment and get your tickets today at churchilldowns.com.
It's hard to break up a family argument. That is, unless you have the Lee's 12-piece family meal on hand. With 12 pieces of crispy, fried-to-perfection chicken, 3 sides, and 6 biscuits, it feeds up to 6 people for a great price. That means minimal complaining around the dinner table and maximum flavor on it. So instead of hearing, he said, she said, no I didn't, yes you did, all you'll hear is the 12-piece family meal, only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Snyder Brick and Block and Snyder Hardscapes offer your home even more accent and beauty. From stone, brick, and precast items like tables, benches, and bumper block, see it all in our showrooms at West Dorothy Lane and Industrial Estates Drive, as well as in Troy on Route 25A and in Middletown on Cincinnati-Dayton Road. If your project is patio building, products like flagstone, pavers, and retaining walls, we've got you covered. Visit SnyderOnline.com. Snyder Brick and Block for 75 years where quality makes the difference.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
If you've been struggling with your weight, Mochi Health is here to help. Mochi Health is a long-term weight loss solution personalized to fit your unique needs and goals. Meet one-on-one with board-certified obesity doctors and registered dietitians who are on a mission to listen. Eligible patients can access custom-formulated GLP-1 medications at an affordable set price and get them delivered to their home each month. Take our free quiz at joinmochi.com and use code AUDIO40 at checkout for $40 off your first month of membership.
Farming is dangerous. There's dangers all around us.
We go through safety training and try and do these things to make sure accidents don't happen.
You don't want to hit a gas pipe because that's your life. The other part of it is if you hit certain things, you're liable for it.
Farm Safe 811 starts with you. Always call 811 and wait for any underground lines to be marked.
Always keep safety in the back of your mind. Just stay humble.
For more information, go to farmsafe811.org.
Would you like to earn top dollar and work for a company that cares about you? Well, KTH Parts Industries in St. Paris is hiring second shift production associates. Improve your income and earn an increased hourly wage of $21.66 per hour. KTH not only offers great pay, but excellent benefits, including medical, dental, and 401k. Not to mention, KTH is a short drive from home, only minutes from Bell Fountain, Troy, Piqua, and Urbana. Make a change today and be valued by a company that cares about you. Apply at KTH.net, an equal opportunity employer.
Missions to Mars, driverless cars, AI chatbots. Feels like we're already living in the future. Robinhood is built for the future of trading. Robinhood's intuitive design makes trading seamless so you can spot opportunities and take control of your trades. You can now even trade stocks and crypto all in one place. Sign up for a Robinhood account today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, is a registered broker-dealer. Trading during extended hours involves additional risks. Cryptocurrency services are offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services.
Let's go to Chevrolet of Troy. The lowest prices in Dayton for new Chevys are always at Chevrolet of Troy. That's a guarantee. No one will beat us. Need more? We got it. Chevrolet of Troy has the largest inventory of new Chevys in Dayton and the Miami Valley. Over 100 to choose from. Bring your trade. We make financing quick and easy. In fact, no payments for 90 days. Credit problems? No biggie. We will get you financed. Chevrolet of Troy, 1375 South Market Street, and online at ChevroletofTroy.com.
He's going to own an NBA team.
I don't think that's
whenever they have the expansion team in Vegas, he's going to own it. So,
correct. I don't think that Luka coming there is going to influence him that much from a business standpoint.
As crazy as it sounds, I don't think the $52 million player option is going to make much of a difference for LeBron.
And by the way,
it's not changing anything
does it increase the spotlight? LeBron James is the spotlight. Wherever he goes, however he moves, whoever is beside him or who is not beside him, he is the spotlight.
But to answer Nuno's question, he's a billionaire, right?
Yes.
He's got multiple homes in Los Angeles, right?
I don't know.
Well, that's been published. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know the portfolio.
I don't know exactly. I don't know what the LeBron James estate is.
I'm sure it's booming, but I'm not.
I don't work for Sotheby's.
So
you'd be great at real estate.
I think I would too.
You'd crush it.
His son is on the
team. Good value per square foot.
No. Should we look into it?
His son's on the team. Got a son in the NBA.
Yes.
His guy that he wanted to be the head coach. Business is booming. Statue, no statue, title, no title. I'm not sure that was the goal of going to the Los Angeles Lakers. Just so happens he won a championship. We know he wants to win every game he plays. We know he wants to win more. Nobody's doubting that. But it's a different goal than the other three stops along the way. Jordan Reed, ESPN NFL draft analyst, is going to join us after CeCe talks about getting the job done with Grainger.
Yes. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Saturday on ESPN Radio. Juan Soto has tied this one up. Juan Soto and the New York Mets head to St. Louis to face Nolan Arenado and the Cardinals. Coverage begins Saturday at 1:30 Eastern, with first pitch at 2:15 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Presented by Progressive Insurance.
Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book direct at lq.com.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, Chris Candy here. My mom goes out of her way to make me happy, so this year I'm returning the favor with a bouquet from the Books Company. Their flowers are cut fresh from the best farms, so they grow bigger, brighter, and last way longer. It's easy. Pick your bouquet, delivery date, and done. Mother's Day is May 11th, so order your Books now. Go to Books.com. Use promo code CANTY for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code CANTY. Books, promo code CANTY.
Have you ever told a friend?
Oh, I'm fine.
When you really felt?
Just so overwhelmed.
Or sent a text?
Can't sleep. Are you awake?
When you couldn't find the words to say?
I'm scared to be alone with my thoughts right now.
Then this is your sign to reach out to the 988 Lifeline for 24/7 free confidential support. You don't have to hide how you feel. Text, call, or chat anytime.
Missions to Mars, driverless cars, AI chatbots. Feels like we're already living in the future. Robinhood is built for the future of trading. Robinhood's intuitive design makes trading seamless so you can spot opportunities and take control of your trades. You can now even trade stocks and crypto all in one place. Sign up for a Robinhood account today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, is a registered broker-dealer. Trading during extended hours involves additional risks. Cryptocurrency services are offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services.
In case we haven't met, I'm Dino Colombo. I represent people hurt by a truck. It's what we do every day. A collision with a truck can change your life forever. Don't risk your future with imitators. Hurt by a truck? Call Colombo Law.
With Marathon Rewards, you can save up to $1 a gallon, and you'll earn every time you refuel. So when you stop in to fill up your tank, you're also banking rewards at the same time. It's a little move we like to call the Tank and Bank. And to be frank, joining Marathon Rewards couldn't be more straightforward. I guess now that makes it a frank Tank and Bank situation. Sign up online, from our app, and even at the pump. At participating locations, terms and conditions apply.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota construction equipment, or check them out online at ColumbusEquipment.com.
It's Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Hurry in for insider deals on must-have spring styles from your favorite brands, like an extra 30% off new dresses, handbags, and accessories from Karl Lagerfeld Paris, Donna Karan New York, Avec La Vie, and more. Plus, get 15% off fragrances, beauty, and skincare too. It's not only the best time to shop for yourself, it's also the best time to shop early for Mother's Day. Don't miss Friends and Family, and Sunday at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
If you need new roofing, siding or gutters, skylights or patio enclosures, if you're a homeowner or business and need someone you can trust, don't take a chance. Enhance with Lance. Lance Roofing and Siding has been satisfying customers since 1993 and hold an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. See Lance Roofing and Siding at their new location at 6903 Dayton Springfield Road in Enon. Call for a free estimate at 864-2722. That's 864-2722. Online at lanceroofing.com.
Count on Kohl's for those special gifts Mom deserves this Mother's Day. Inspire her inner chef with must-haves for her kitchen, wellness essentials for her fitness routine, and jewelry for her perfect night out. Plus, you can save 15% on some of your finds and earn Kohl's Cash. Find Mom's perfect gift in time for Mother's Day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer valid through May 11th. Kohl's Cash and coupons do not apply to Sephora. Exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for more details.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym. Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text. Text BEAT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BEAT to 42424. That's BEAT to 42424. Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-260-7955. 800-260-7955. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-260-7955.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
CenterPoint Energy, Columbia Gas, Duke Energy, and Enbridge Gas want you to dig safely. It's easy to do, and it's the law. Contact Ohio 811 every time you dig.
Bet on any NBA playoff game, and if the team you back goes up by 20 or more points at any point in the game, you get paid out early. Available throughout the NBA playoffs at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle.
Evan Canty and Michelle on Unsportsmanlike. We're brought to you by GNC. Want to get 30% stronger in just 8 weeks? Then GNC Ant-Waybolic is your protein from America's #1 protein powder brand for building strength. Waybolic delivers faster gains in muscle growth and recovery. Get it at GNC.
All right, it is May 1st, 2025. It's going to be May, right? We haven't even done that. How have we not done that bit yet? It's going to be May. In sync. We probably should have at some point, right? Can we still do it?
If you're going to say it, it's got to be May.
It's going to be May. So it's May 1st, 2025. The Lakers lost last night. We spent a ton of time talking about that. So what better to talk about than the 2026 NFL Draft? Jordan Reed, ESPN NFL Draft Analyst, joins us. Have you done all 7 rounds? Or is it because I have the mock? I just don't know, Jordan. You're so great at this. Have you done all 7 rounds yet of the 2026 draft?
Well, I do want to get some sleep, so I did not do all 7 rounds. I only did the first round for next year.
Okay, so let's talk about this big picture, because this is important relative to this NFL season. Michelle and I have somebody sitting between us every day that already has, in Chris Canty, an awful for Arch shirt for his Giants for next year. Is this a 2-year project or a 1-year project? When is Arch Manning going to join the NFL ranks?
So I didn't even include him in my mock draft just because I don't think we see him until 2027 or 2028. Just knowing how the Mannings operate, him only getting 1 full season of being a starter and then coming to the draft, I just don't see that. And then with the whole NIL landscape and then the royalty of the Manning family, we know he's not hurting for money or anything like that. So I just think they want to get him at least 2 to 3 years as a full-time starter. We have to remember he has 3 seasons left of eligibility. So I don't think he's going to be in any rush. We know with Steve Sarkisian, under his tutelage, he's going to be getting top flight quarterback training as well with him. So I don't think we see him the early